Hello everyone, this is Nala of Seguras Crafts. Just to let you know, this is the edited version of the Saturday live from last Saturday. I want to take this moment to apologize for all the inconsistency of my channel right now. I'm kind of going through a transition, moving to Europe, and I'm doing all that while watching my 2-year-old nephew. But I will have everything back together soon. Be sure to check out my lives on Saturday at 6 p.m. Mountain Times. Alright, for the card. So today we're going to be using products from Concord and 9th, their Butterfly Turnabout, and Simon Says Sassy Mama. Now, to use the Turnabout, you will need to have a jig. It is sold separately. Each Turnabout comes with a template. To match the template, you want to make sure that the X on the template matches with the X on the jig. And then you place your stamp on top of the template as shown. Close your MISTI, remove the template, place your card panel, and we are ready to stamp. So, the colors that I decided to use are from the Distress Ink by Tim Holtz, and this is Picked Raspberry. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tap that all over my stamp and stamp it down. I will turn my card to the other side. So there's little numbers on top, and you would just, I'm on the 1, I'm just gonna turn it to the 2. And I'll continue doing that every time I change colors. Just gonna wipe off, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Uncharted Mariner. And then I decided to do something a little bit funky. I used the Gina K Medium Lilac on some of the butterflies, and then on the other butterflies I utilized Kish Flamingo, just because I wanted to add a little bit more color to it. But once it is all done, you will have this beautiful tropical-like color. Now I'm gonna use one of Simon Says Mom dies. This is the Fancy Mom. It comes within shadow die as well. And I cut out a few options to see which color I wanted to use. Ultimately, I went with a panel that I had created with aqua pigment, purple and pink, and then I went and placed the shadow with white cardstock. Using my Waffle Flower A2 dies, I picked out a die to cut out the center. Now, it doesn't have to be a specific size. It can be any size or even any shape that you can do this trick with. I just wanted to have a smaller center to make it my main focus area. And I used my choice of the large die to cut out the purple cardstock that I had in my stash. Then the small die to cut out the center of my butterfly panel. This is going to allow me to mat the panel and still kind of give that continuation of the design with that little cut that from the purple. So it just adds to it. Here I took the same purple cardstock and I cut it into an A2 size, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4. I glued my pieces together so that the purple shows a little border around my butterfly panel. And I'm gonna repeat this again with the smaller panel that I had die cut previously. Really quick guys, I wanna say, if you are not subscribed to my channel and you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos so I know that I'm making good videos for you guys, and comment below so we can have some fun. You can also find me on Facebook and on Instagram as well. All this information is located in the description box, as well as all of these supplies. All right, let's get back to this card. I popped up the center panel using some foam tape that I had. And I tried to make sure that my image was a continuation. So making sure that I placed it where it's supposed to go so that it can look like a continuation of the card. I then took out the die cut, the Fancy Mom die cut, and glued that onto my card. I also used a sentiment from Simon Says, one of their sentiment sheets. And I wanted to make sure, like, did I want the mom to be on top and I love you at the bottom? Or did I want it to be Mom, I love you, or I love you, Mom? Ultimately, I went with the I love you, Mom. And I actually cut a diagonal strip sentiment, the love you sentiment. Now, the card is pretty much done. I'm just going to glue this onto a top fold card. And now we're gonna work on the inside. I used the Simon Says by Kathy Zilski Sassy Mama stamp set. Warning, I did mess up, but I left it here so you guys can see how to tackle, or an idea of how to tackle those situations. So let's get to it. So what you'll see is that I went ahead, I placed my sentiments exactly where I wanted it, and it's all normal. It's good, right? Everything's still fine now. I ink it up with some pink ink I had. I don't remember which one, I apologize. And I stamped it down. I lift it up carefully to make sure nothing is there. I went and I stamped it again, and somehow during this situation, I double stamped. And I was like, oh, come on, I'm not doing this over again. So I took another A2 size, I re-stamped it on an A2 size card. And then, so I cut out a 1/4 inch on each side. And after I cut the 1/4 inch out, I then took the same pink ink that I utilized and I inked the edges to kind of give it like a pink look to it as well. And then I glued that right to the center of the inside panel. And there we go, guys. We got a fixed card and a little pizzazz in the middle. I really hope you enjoyed this replay, and I hope to see you guys in my next live or my next tutorial. You guys have an amazing day, and never forget, you matter, you're beautiful, and your life is the art of this world. Bye!